Good evening, fans, and welcome to Clothier Field Stadium on the campus of Swarthmore College for tonight's Centennial Conference women's soccer game between the Haverford College Fords and your Swarthmore Garnets. Before the starting lineups, we'd like to honor our senior class of 2017. Let's begin by meeting Justine Albers. Justine is accompanied by her mom, Christine, her dad, Larry, and sister, Marlene. She's a biology major and chemistry minor. She studied abroad in Ecuador this past spring and did neuroscience research at Penn last summer. While at SWAT, she's been involved with Top Soccer and Speak to Swatties. She is currently a captain on this year's squad and has been named to the Centennial Conference Academic Honor Roll. She has played in 39 games as an outside back or forward for the Garnet. Mellie Johnson. Mellie Johnson's parents, Michelle Okiro and Todd Johnson, are in attendance this evening. Her sister Cameron Johnson unfortunately was not able to be here today. Mellie is a chemistry major, computer science minor here at Swarthmore, and last spring she studied abroad in New Zealand, taking classes in computer science and marine biology. This past summer she interned at Scripps Institution of Oceanography as part of the Scripps CO2 group, which focuses on measuring atmospheric and seawater carbon dioxide concentrations. When she graduates, she'll be taking a year off to gain lab experience before applying to graduate school for chemistry. In addition to playing soccer at SWAT, she is a resident assistant and the intramural sports coordinator. She has played in 77 games, has 19 goals, and 9 assists as a forward. Give it up for Mellie Johnson. Next up, Caroline Kana. Caroline's parents Sherry and Rohit and sister Jessica are at today's game. Caroline is a pre-med student majoring in biology with a minor in chemistry. She has completed research as an intern in an immunology lab at the National Institutes of Health. Although she is still undecided about attending medical school, she plans to enter somewhere in the field of biomedicine after college. In soccer, she is one of this year's captains and has been named to the NSCAA All-American, D3Soccer.com All-American, NSCAA Scholar All-American First Team, Philadelphia Inquirer Academic All-Area Team, ECAC South Region First Team, and All-Centennial Conference First Team. She has played in 76 games, has 14 goals and 17 assists coming out of the midfield. Give it up for Caroline Connor. Next up, Miranda Saldivar. Miranda Saldivar's family are in attendance. Her mother, Monica, father, Art, and sister, Sophia. Armando and Carlota Romo, Miranda's grandparents, unfortunately cannot be in attendance tonight. Miranda is majoring in psychology and a double minor in history and cognitive science. She is currently an RA and loves being involved with her community and residents. Miranda hopes to pursue a career in marketing and is very passionate about this line of work. She has been named All-Conference twice as a holding midfielder. She has played in 78 games, has 1 career goal, and 12 assists. Give it up for Miranda Saldivar. And finally, our last senior, Catherine Zavez. Catherine's mom, Michelle, sister Melissa, grandmother Barbara, and grandfather Nelson are at today's match. Catherine is a math major with a special emphasis in statistics and an environmental studies minor. She's a second-year RA and a coach for Top Soccer. Her plan for the future is to work for a year and then get a PhD in statistics. She too is a captain of this year's team and has been named to the Capital One Academic All-District team. She has played in 71 games in the back line, has 3 goals and 1 assist, and has held all 77 of the opponents she's faced to a .68 goals against average per game over her 4 years. Give it up for Catherine Zavez. Combined, this class has a record of 54, 18, and 5 and is presently 1 win shy of tying the all-time record for wins by a class currently held by the class of 2009. They've outscored their opponents by a 4-1 margin, generating 200 goals in 4 years, and have held their opponents to .68 goals per game. They have won the Centennial Conference Championship and last year advanced the program as far as the NCAA Elite 8. Please give a round of applause to our seniors and their families for their contributions to the Swarthmore community, both on and off the field. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First for the Fords, a freshman from Bethesda, Maryland, number 9, Lindsay Whitkin. A junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 11, Raina Fitzpatrick. A junior from Durham, North Carolina, number 14, Anna Deckel. A freshman from Arlington, Massachusetts, number 18, Kendra Griezmann. A senior from Pasadena, California, number 20, Abby Lex. A sophomore from Brooklyn, New York, number 21, Katie Schafter. A sophomore from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, number 23, Abby Crawley. A senior from Lexington, Massachusetts, number 26, Kristen Fiore. A junior from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 27, Skylar Ellenberg. A freshman from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, number 30, Leanne Ludwig. And in goal, a senior from Lenox, Massachusetts, number 0, Kathy Prescott. Head coach for the Fords is Jeannie Schneck. She is assisted by Matt Philman, Megan Osterlich, and Katie Van Aken. And now the starting lineup for your Swarthmore Garnet. A senior from Winchester, Massachusetts, number 3, Catherine Zaves. A sophomore from Sunrise, Florida, number 5, Melissa Curran. A sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 7, Caroline Coates. A junior from LaGrange, Illinois, number 8, Katie Doherty. A senior from Venice, California, number 9, Hannah Lichtenstein. A sophomore from Denver, Colorado, number 11, Marin McCoy. A senior from Pasadena, California, number 20, Miranda Saudoval. A senior from Chevy Chase, Maryland, number 21, Caroline Kana. A senior from San Diego, California, number 26, Melee Johnson. A sophomore from Los Angeles, California, number 28, Yasmin Namazi. And in goal for the Garnet, a sophomore from Ithaca, New York, number 0, Amy Schmoy. Head coach for the Garnet is Todd Ankitis. He's assisted by Jeff Bonda, Reba McGeer, Amy Strachan, Erica Moyer, and Amy Johnson. This time we ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's live stream of this women's soccer game between the Haverford Fords and your Swarthmore College Garnet. My name is Jacob Brady, a member of the freshman class of 2020 here at Swarthmore College. You're joining us here at Clothier Fields on the campus of Swarthmore College. The Garnet coming into this game 13-2, having locked up the third seed in the Centennial Conference playoffs. The Haverford Fords 10-3-3, and they currently hold the fourth seed. They'll play Gettysburg, the number 5 seed, in a play-in game for the conference. This is the regular season finale for both squads, senior day for the Garnet. And the final event of Garnet weekend, we've seen action against Haverford by men's soccer, volleyball, and field hockey. 5 seniors on this year's squad: Miranda Saldivar, a defensive midfielder; Caroline Kana, attacking midfielder. She's had a big contribution this year with 1 goal and 5 assists. Justine Albers, key part of the striker platoon. Melee Johnson, another key member of that striker platoon. She's starting today's game. And Catherine Zaves, who's been a stalwart on the defensive line for Swarthmore. Another senior on this year's squad, Hannah Lichtenstein. She'll actually be returning to the team for next season. And we'll look forward to all the contributions she has, possibly looking to replicate this year's performance of 6 goals and 6 assists through 15 games. About 2 minutes in now, Melissa Curran with the ball near the back. She'll pass back to goalie Amy Schmoys. Schmoys with ball ahead to Zaves. And Zaves will take it out of her own end. Ahead to Doherty. Played back for Coates. Coates with a long ball off the foot of Johnson, and that ball now with Fleischman. Long ball down, and it's going to be a run on. Looks like that was Gross there. Isabel Gross for Haverford. Throw it now by Coates. Doherty flicks it up line. And that ball out of bounds off of Haverford. This will be another throw-in. Caroline Coates will take it. Coates with the ball to Lichtenstein. Popped up into the air. Doherty gets her head on it. Doherty making a run. Deflected back. And defender Abby Letts able to get there first, but out of bounds off of her. Ball now with Lichtenstein. Popped up into the middle. McCoy looking for it, but off the head of Greisman. And that ball is out of bounds. Saldivar with the throw-in to McCoy. And out of bounds again off of Haverford. Ball off of Gross there. And McCoy will take the throw-in. Ball into the box, looking for Lichtenstein, but headed out. And that ball off of Fiore, kept in. McCoy now near the side of the box. She'll make a run to cross it in. Johnson tries to get her foot on it, but kept away from her. Ball goes back to Namazi. Namazi will play it for Zaves. Zaves clears it back up, but sent back down there by Greisman. Ball on to the side for Fiore. And that went back to Crowley there. Coates. And out of bounds off the kick. That'll be a throw-in taken by Abby Crowley for Haverford. Lichtenstein tried to make a play on it, but she is fouled there by Katie Safter. And free kick awarded to Swarthmore. Namazi will take it. And long ball up from Namazi off the head of, looks like Crowley. Curran puts it up line, looking for either McCoy to Johnson to make a run on it, and that will go out of bounds at the back. And first goal kick of the game for either squad. This will be goalie Kathy Prescott, senior out of Lenox, Massachusetts. Ball blocked off of Doherty. Doherty making a run off of her head, but Prescott managed to get in front of it. Coates tries to play the ball through, goes to Kana, Saldivar, Johnson. Johnson with a move to try to get around Crowley, but she is muscled off the ball. Ball goes to Saldivar. Saldivar now making a run towards the top of the box. Ball put around Kana. Now long ball up. And Schmoys is there to clear that one away. Ball goes to Coates in the air. Coates ahead to Doherty and out of bounds. On Doherty, the call. This will be a throw-in for Haverford. Coates heads it backs up, flicked up line by Kana, and Doherty puts it up line, but that ball will roll out of bounds. This will be a throw-in. Isabella Gross will take it. Ball in the air, off the head of Doherty and out of bounds. Be another throw-in for Haverford. Looks like from Kelly Brown. Kana fighting for the ball. And ball down the side of the box. Crossed in, but cleared up off the head of Namazi. McCoy passes back to Coates, and Coates will put it up for her. McCoy controlling. Finds a space, plays it ahead for Melly Johnson. Melly Johnson now on the far side. Looking to come in, and she goes down, loses possession. Lichtenstein now fighting for it. Ball goes up into the air. Saldivar off her head. A hard head there. Hard collision there between Saldivar and Fitzpatrick. And that call is on Fitzpatrick. This will be a free kick here from about 30 yards, 35 yards maybe out. Namazi will take it. And she steps up, high ball, fairly short. Goes off of a Haverford player, Deckley. Coates tries to cross one in, but deflected out of bounds off of Anna Deckley. This will be a throw-in. McCoy will take it for Swarthmore. Low ball from Marin McCoy. And that'll go out of bounds, again off of Haverford. Coates will throw it in this time for Swarthmore. Thrown is to McCoy. Back to Coates. Ball in from Coates. Doherty tries to get on it. But Kathy Prescott able to hold on to that ball. Looks like Doherty got her head on it. Tried to jar it loose, but firm hands there from Kathy Prescott. Ball out of bounds there off of Swarthmore. This will be a throw-in from, looks like Kelly Brown. Coates to Kana. And that ball is out of bounds off of Kana. So another throw-in here for Brown. Ball up into the air. Near the side of the box, but goes to the feet of Coates. And Doherty gets around her mark. McCoy. Play to the side for Curran. Curran at midfield, plays it down the near side for Johnson. Johnson looking to make a run to the box with a great move. Shot into the hands of Kathy Prescott. Great move there from Melly Johnson. Cut in towards the middle at the top of the box and tried to loop a shot in, but it ended up at the hands of Kathy Prescott. Ball popped up off the foot there of Greisman. So that'll be a throw in here. Melly Johnson will take it for the Garnet. And Lichtenstein tripped there, looks like. No contact. Ball goes to Saldivar. Shot just over the crossbar. Saldivar had a beautiful look there. Clear window to the goal from dead center at the top of the box. Tried to put that one top shelf down the middle, but it just cleared the crossbar. This will be a goal kick here from Prescott. Off the head of Doherty. Kana blocks it forward. McCoy now. Kana to Johnson, again near the corner of the box. Another move. Ball goes loose, but Kana gets to it. Saldivar. Ball in, and Lichtenstein there called offsides. So, Prescott will put this free kick back into play. Ball from her straight down the middle. Kana tried to get her head on it, but deflected in front of her off the head of Zaves. Doherty tried to get on it, but now with Deckley there. And Coates will clear that one out of bounds. This will be a throw in here, taken by Brown. Ball kept in by Haverford, but then it rolls out of bounds. Called out off of Coates. Throw in there to Ellenberg. And ball out of bounds again. Another throw in here for Brown. And Coates will clear it up to McCoy. And McCoy tries to get around her marked, but goes to Safter on the run. Ball now with Deckley. Coates with the block, and then Coates tries to clear it up. Deflected out of bounds off of Deckley there. This will be a throw-in for her. Throw-in is to Doherty. Doherty with the kick over the head. Ball again with Deckley near the side of the box. And out the back, so this will be a goal kick for Swarthmore. Goalkeeper Amy Schmoys in between the posts for tonight. Sorry, between the pipes, I guess, as the expression goes. Swarthmore employing a two-goalkeeper platoon all season. Sophomores Sydney Hunter and Amy Schmoys both getting about equal playing time in net. Foul called there as McCoy went down. Ball ahead for Lichtenstein from Namazi. Lichtenstein trying to play it forward for Johnson, but cleared out the back there by Crowley. This will be a corner kick for Swarthmore. Hannah Lichtenstein will take the corner. Again, she's the senior, but she'll be back at least for a semester next year. Red shirt, her first year. Free kick is in. Johnson tracks it down. Tries to get around her mark, but she is stripped. Run up now by Brown. Gets it around Coates, but Zaves is back there to take possession. She'll give to Schmoys. To Namazi. On the wing to Curran. And Namazi tries to clear that up, but a little bit too much spin on it. Doherty tries to play it forward for McCoy. Instead, that ball will go back to Prescott. Ooh, we'll kick it up. Ball out of bounds there off of Coates. She tried to keep it, send it back down near the sideline. Be a throw in here. Taken by Abby Letts. That ball stays in, cleared back up off of Zavez. McCoy to Kana, and Kana with a long ball down. Doherty tries to make a run on it. Sorry, that's Johnson. But clear back up. And ball now with Fitzpatrick. Out of bounds there on her. So that'll be a throw-in. Caroline Coates will take it for the Garnet. Ball to Lichtenstein, but Lichtenstein is fouled there. This will be a free kick. They look to take it quick. Instead, they'll hold and set that one up. Ball from Coates to McCoy in the middle. McCoy still with it. Her passes back to Coates. Coates, ball into the middle. Doherty off of her foot. Tried to play to Johnson, but a little bit too short. Coates tries to head to keep it in. And now the counterattack by Haverford. Ball with Deckley. But Zavez fights her off it, and that ball will go out the back off of Haverford. Big crowd out here tonight. As I mentioned earlier, this is Garnet homecoming weekend at the moment for Swarthmore. Probably the biggest crowd of the year at the moment. Good showing from the Haverford side as well, as they'll cheer the Garnet to hopefully a win in this regular season finale. Lichtenstein with the ball. Doherty holds on to it, and the pass is back to Lichtenstein. Long ball in from Lichtenstein off the chest of Kana. Was going wide of net and ended up in the hands of Kathy Prescott regardless. Punt there from Prescott. Off the head of Curran. And that ball goes to Fiore. And cleared back up by Saldivar, but that ball is out of bounds. This will be a throw in here, taken by Abby Crowley. Crowley with the throw in. Goes over the head of everybody. And Namazi clears it back up. Kept in by Fiore. Off the head there of Ludwig. Saldivar. And long ball up from Namazi. Johnson keeps possession. Passes it into McCoy. McCoy gets around her mark. McCoy making a run in. And she goes down in the box. And the referee will point to the spot, and that's a penalty kick for the Garnet. McCoy tripped up there by Kendra Greisman as she looked to make a run in on goal. She'll take this one for the Garnet. See what she tries to do here, if she goes for placement or power. Steps back to the 18. And her run up. Goal! Swarthmore! Marin McCoy scores off the penalty kick. Great job there from Swarthmore. Johnson found McCoy making a run in. And she got into the box. And Greisman looked like practically had no choice, maybe but to trip her. And that was what she did, and that resulted in the awarding of a penalty. McCoy, a prolific goal scorer for the Garnet. It's her 10th goal of the season. She was a second-team All-American in her freshman season last year. Slowed down a little bit in offensive production, but only because the other strikers for Swarthmore have gotten that much better. Liechtenstein making a huge impact. Katie Doherty with a huge impact. Freshman Brittany Wiederhold has had a couple clutch goals for the Garnet. She scored 3 and coming off the bench. Definitely a loaded front 4 for the Garnet. 3 depending on the formation they use. Doherty, McCoy, and Liechtenstein up there. And they've been spectacular for the Garnet all year long, and they'll hopefully help them to make a deep run. Namazi fights for possession of the ball there. Liechtenstein passes to Saldivar. Ball from McCoy to Johnson, but Johnson will lose it, but that ball goes out of bounds regardless. McCoy with the throw into Liechtenstein. McCoy tries to block it, and that ball goes out of bounds. Thrown here, Kern will take it for the Garnet. And that ball out of bounds off of Haverford. Looks like it might have gone off of McCoy, but call goes in favor of the Garnet. Coates. And that ball will go out of bounds. Be a throw-in there for Caroline Coates. Sophomore defender out of Salt Lake City. She's been key for the Garnet in that right wing back position. McCoy gets possession, passes to Johnson. And Johnson making a crossing run. Kana with the head to keep it in. And that ball out of bounds there off of Kristen Fiore. Quick throw. McCoy, she was held up a little bit there, but no call. Kana. Kana with a flick to McCoy. And she goes down again in the box. No call this time. Looks like she was pushed from behind there by Abby Letts. This will be a corner kick. Again taken by Liechtenstein. Kana at the goal mouth. High ball. Ball into the air, deflected off Namazi, and then out of bounds at the back. So that'll be a goal kick. For Haverford. A lot of displeasure there from the Swarthmore fan base as McCoy was again taken down in the box. And no call. And Doherty now with a run down the far side, showing off her speed. But cleared up. Coates into the box. Liechtenstein tried to turn for that one, but it was a little bit too far away from her. Punt back into play. Connor tried to drop back for the header. And foul called there as actually back off the initial header. Guess there might have been a hold called. This will be a free kick. Taken by, looks like, Gross. Off the head there of Greisman, and Schmoys comes out in net to grab that one up. A little bit of an erratic moment there. Uncharacteristic misplay by the Swarthmore defense. Ball off of Doherty to Johnson, but that ball goes past her. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Curran. So it'll be a throw in here. Gross will come over to take it. Sorry, that was Abby Letts, actually. Interesting uniform choice. It's rather difficult to tell the difference between the 8s and the 0s from up here in the press box, so I apologize in advance if any names are wrong. And that ball caught by Kathy Prescott. Punt there from Prescott off the back of Selecki. And ball goes out of bounds. Johnson with the throw in now. Tried to get over the head, but Lichtenstein. Misplay by the defender on that ball. Saldivar to Curran. Curran through to Lichtenstein, but that ball taken by Mathis. And Namazi wins possession there, but cleared back up by Letts. Coates clears it back up. Kana to Coates. Coates tried to keep it in down the sideline, but called out of bounds there. Thrown there, goes to Griezmann. Shot there from Griezmann, long and safely wide of net. So that'll be a goal kick now for Schmoys. Into the air from Lichtenstein. McCoy to Curran. It's a nice move there. Curran's going to be looking to cross it in, deflect out of bounds there off of Crowley. To the head of Saldivar. Saldivar still with it. Looking for space. Out of bounds there off of Mathis. Johnson now will take the throw-in. Lichtenstein. Johnson with the pass to McCoy. McCoy trying to make a run. She gets to the ball and almost puts it top corner. Shot there from a bad angle And McCoy with a perfect touch, almost found the top corner, but sadly not able to double this Garnet lead. And a foul called. Kick here from, looks like that was Brown. McCoy passes to Curran. Curran playing a more attacking game than she has in previous times. Johnson tries to win possession, but that ball is kicked out of bounds. Johnson will take the throw-in. Johnson with the throw-in, tries to put it into the box for McCoy or Lichtenstein, but taken by Mathis. Namazi blocks it back. Curran fighting for possession, but ball now with Mathis. And she, ball out of bounds there off of the Garnet. Throw in there. Curran heads it back. Heel flick by Lichtenstein. But that ball is tracked down by Ellenberg. Long ball up from Brown. And Zavez will let that go out of bounds at the back. And this will be a goal kick for Amy Schmoes.
Entering the game for forwards, number 25, Kendall Logan.
And substitution now is number 25, Kendall Logan, junior forward out of Arlington, Virginia, comes on for Haverford. Coates keeps the ball in, plays it up line to Doherty. Out of bounds there, off of Doherty, so this will be a throw-in now. Ball off the foot of Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein will chase it down. Long ball ahead from her. And that ball out of bounds there off of Crowley.
Entering the game for the Garnet, number 2, Sydney Kovitz, and number 14, Sarah Hancock.
Couple substitutions now is number 14, Sarah Hancock, junior midfielder out of Collegeville, Pennsylvania, comes on for Katie Doherty. And number 2, Sydney Kovitz, freshman midfielder from Washington, comes on for Caroline Coates. Ball now with Kana near midfield. Kana holds on to it. Back to Zavez. Zavez will play it forward for Hancock. Hancock now dumps off to Kovitz. But that ball will go out of bounds, deflected off of Haverford. So it'll be a throw in here. From Kovitz to Lichtenstein. Saldivar now to Curran. Curran making a run down the side of the box. Into Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein trying to twist free. She keeps that ball in. Curran now near the sideline. Ball was out of bounds off of the Garnet. Substitution now as Tori Diacunto comes on for Haverford.
Into the game for the forwards, number 2, Tori Diacunto.
Goal kick there off of, goes off of Haverford, but now with Curran. Curran gets pushed a little, and then the call comes. Looks like Mathis with the push on Curran to draw the foul. And Namazi will take the free kick. Ball rolls off the back of McCoy, going towards the back, and kicked out of bounds there. And McCoy now. With the throw-in, she lines up for it, fakes, gives to Johnson. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Haverford. Grace Mathis, to be specific. Another throw-in here from McCoy. Longer now into the box, but deflected. Popped up into the air and out of bounds on the near side. That'll be a throw-in by Curran off of Lichtenstein. Ball into the middle for Kana. And Kana goes down, foul called. For about 25 yards out near the top of the box. Melee Johnson will take this free kick. Looks like she'll be shooting directly for goal. Dangerous position here. Line clear for her. Shot! Just over the top of the net. It's the second time the ball has just barely cleared the crossbar for the Garnet. Shot by Saldivar, just over the top. And that shot there from Johnson. Low goal kick. Couple substitutions now. Freshman Seneca Kingurzo will come on for the Garnet. Lichtenstein pops it up. Saldivar, misplayed header. And ball cleared all the way up by Diacunto. Zavez now. Hancock. Thrown there from Haverford off the head of Johnson. A little bit of a switch there as Swarthmore moved to a 3-3-4. McCoy now on the left wing. Johnson on the right wing, and Lichtenstein playing the center forward or striker position. Ball into the box, and Schmoys will grab that one. Selecki tried to make a run on it. Tried to get her head on it there. Punt there from McCoy. Schmoys to Saldivar. And Curran now. McCoy tries to get possession, but just cleared out of her reach by Mathis. Ball blocked off of Curran. Saldivar now to Curran. To Lichtenstein. And McCoy with a spin move almost worked to get around her mark, but that ball goes out of bounds on her. We're down inside 10 minutes to play now. 7:52 to be exact. Savez to Hancock. And Mathis tried to get that ball around, but Namazi will drop back to clear it. Almost a mistake there from her. Ball cleared all the way back up by Schmoys. McCoy now to Curran. And Curran is tackled there, but no call. Off of Lichtenstein, up into the air. Off of Kingurzo, Lichtenstein, Hancock. Ball now with Logan. And eventually out of bounds.
Entering the game for forwards, number 17, Sydney West.
Ball off of Zavez. Now near the top of the box with West. Curran keeps it in and eventually goes out of bounds off of McCoy. She wanted that ball back. Not happy with how that ended up. Ball with West again near the side of the box. Crossed in and out of bounds at the back for Namazi. She's not happy with that one either. Bad touch there from her. Rare to see that, but we'll now see a corner kick for the forwards. Their first of the game. Ball is in. Ball at the feet of West. She tries to turn. Instead sends it back. And misplayed by Schmoys. Couldn't hold on to it. Off the shot by Whitekind. And it went out of bounds off of her. Fumbled play there. Mistake. And that leads to another corner. Ball is up from Whitekind. And again out of bounds at the back, and another corner for Haverford. Their third in a row off the same series of plays, and the Haverford bench fired up now as they go for another chance. And great job there by Namazi to clear it. Throw in from Crowley. Reisman there. And Kern clears it out of bounds. And that ball will go out of the back, and Swarthmore will finally get a chance to clear this away. And a substitution now as senior Justine Albers will come on for Melly Johnson. Johnson had a great chance there. Twice, actually, off the free kick. And a foul called there. Sarah Hancock goes down hard. Head collision there, and trainer will come over. Hancock's been a very important part of this team. She scored 3 goals and been a key part of that midfield. For the Garnet, it'll be a shame to see her go. Looks like she's holding something to her nose. May have gotten hit in the face. Looks like a bloody nose there for her. Hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully nothing worse. So she will get off under her own power. She'll be brought over to the trainer's table. Hopefully no concussion there. And of course they'll take a look at her just to be sure. So now the free kick.
Into the game for the Garnet, number 6, Caroline Meyer.
So number 6, Caroline Meyer, will come on as Hancock is looked at. Schmoys grabs that one from any danger. And she will look to punt it back down. Long punt there off the back of Meyer. McCoy heads it forward, tries to play it to Lichtenstein. Lichtenstein gets on it, but it will go out of bounds off of her. Curran, now with Namazi. Chipped up. And that ball is let out of bounds there by Curran. Ball run there with Katie Safter. Greisman now on the near side of the box, crosses in. Chipped up into the air, and Schmoys will grab that one. Out of the air. Great job there from Schmoys to get under that one and get her hands on it. And she will punt back into play. Near the middle, McCoy heads it forward. She can't get around Crowley. And ball will go out of bounds off the kick from Kathy Prescott. Lichtenstein to Kin-Gerzo. McCoy back to Lichtenstein. Ball in there from her, looking for Justine Albers, but that will go out of bounds off the initial kick. So that'll be a goal kick for Haverford. Prescott. Ball off the head of Lichtenstein. And another foul called. It's been a pretty chippy game here so far. Down inside a minute to play. Lichtenstein looks like contact from behind. McCoy will take the free kick. Left-footed shot into the hands of Kathy Prescott. And she will punt back into play. Haverford moving quick here, trying to tie it up before the half. Swarthmore looking to double their lead, make this a 2-0 game. Popped up off of Kin-Gerzo.
Nine, 8, 7,
and
6, 5, 4,
5 seconds
3,
left.
2, 1.
And time will expire. Game is currently 1-0. It's been a good game so far, a pretty chippy game. A lot of fouls on both sides. The lone goal for Swarthmore coming off a penalty kick. Marin McCoy taken down in the box by Kendra Griesman as she was running in alone. And that resulted in the awardance of a penalty. And it's pretty hard to stop penalties. And she was able to find the back of the net there to give this Garnet a 1-0 lead. Swarthmore's seen a couple of chances go over the top of the net, go over the crossbar, so they'll hopefully try to convert some of those. Been pretty good on defense so far. Had a couple mistakes there, but able to rally from those. We're now going to go down to the sideline to Kristen McGrath, who is joining us for a recap of the rest of today's action.
Gloria Evans-Dillon-Dodd, who was a standout for Swarthmore in both badminton and tennis, and went on to become a global ambassador for the sport of platform tennis. Jackie Hyman-Gaitis was the first female All-American in Swarthmore's history, earning that distinction in the 100-yard breaststroke in 1975. Jokatani Agula-Greenberg earned All-American
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to today's women's soccer game between the Haverford Fords and the Swarthmore College Garnet. Swarthmore will be guaranteed a spot in the Centennial Conference. Currently, they've secured the third seed. Haverford will have to play in a play-in game against Gaysburg College. They've wrapped up the fourth seed, and as it's arranged, the fourth and the fifth seed end up playing to see who ends up actually playing in the Centennial Conference playoffs. Currently 1-0 in favor of the Garnet. Lone goal coming off a Marin McCoy penalty kick. Good for her 10th goal of the season, which, despite being very impressive, is actually a slowdown from last year. Put up a second-team All-American worthy season last year. Perhaps she's slowed down a little bit, but still spectacular for this Garnet squad. That's gone 13-2 on the season. Lone losses coming against McDaniel College and Johns Hopkins College, which possibly to their chagrin are the two teams that are ranked first and second in the Centennial Conference playoffs. So they'll be playing Hopkins in the first round, and probably McDaniel if they make it to the finals. Second half underway here. Sorry, ball out of bounds there off of Doherty. Throw now from Isabel Gross. Ball back with Zavez. Zavez into the middle for Namazi. Off the chest of McCoy. High ball there. McCoy tries to chase it down, but instead it goes out of bounds there. It'll be a throw in here. So that was Letts, actually, not Gross. Lichtenstein there. Tries to play it to McCoy. High ball up, off the head of Doherty and into the middle, so near the middle. Lichtenstein goes over the top there to get on that one. Kana now. Great move there from Doherty to get it through the legs. Kana now. And Johnson almost connects. Great opportunity for the Garnet. Johnson just not able to get onto that cross in from Kana. Offside's called there. I'm sorry, that ball was actually out of bounds at the back. And that'll be a goal kick there from Kathy Prescott. Kovitz now playing left wing back. And this will be a throw-in. Looks like Kovitz will take it. Kovitz to McCoy. McCoy running around. And now Johnson. And Johnson pushed to the ground, but no call. And now a run up by Logan. Logan finding space through the middle. And Namazi will strip her of the ball. She was on a good run there, but no match for brick wall Yasmin Namazi. Ball deflected by Doherty there. And it's sent back to Schmois. Schmois will kick it up. Popped up into the air. Kana now. Namazi. And Liechtenstein now. Johnson. Johnson whips one in, tries to get to Kana, but it's taken away by Whitekind. Looks like an injury on the field. Haverford player holding on to her ankle, but play still going. And pause now. Looks like Crowley maybe. Hard to see her number from here. She is down. Holding that ankle, and now the training staff is called for. We hope this isn't too serious an injury. Not sure what caused that. If it was contact or just a misstep. Always a shame to see someone go down like that. She's back up on her feet, assisted off by the training staff, and we hope all the best for her. Real shame to see someone go down like that. It's actually Leanne Ludwig, freshman forward, who's coming off now. And she is replaced on the field by Sophia Licata, junior forward. And she receives a round of applause as she is helped off the field. And I'm sure we all hope that she's all right. Ball blocked off the head of Kana. McCoy tried to chase into the corner, but too far ahead for her. That'll be a goal kick now from Prescott. Ball off of Liechtenstein. Had her arms locked. Coates chases it down, and she will chip it out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in. Taken by Whitekind. Ball blind, out of bounds there off of Johnson, it looks like. Another throw-in from Whitekind, but a little bit too far ahead there for Deckley. And that'll be a goal kick for Amy Schmois. In other sports action, Game 4 of the World Series tonight between the Cubs and the Indians. Should be a great game. Indians currently leading the series 2-1. Starters, Corey Kluber and John Lackey. Should be a great game. Ball with Kovac. She plays it up the sideline, tries to play it to McCoy. Ball goes back to Haverford. Kovac showing off her speed on defense. And that ball just stays in. her mark gets passed here. Cross there tries to get it into Licata, but that is deflected out of bounds, and there'll be a corner for Haverford. Deflected there off of Swarthmore. Kicks up, Lichtenstein will head it clear, and then Doherty will clear it up. Doherty tries to chase it down. Almost reached it. She's got a rocket on her. And some nice moves. Kick off the heel there. McCoy now with the run. Into the side of the box. She crosses it in. And a shot there. Low from Doherty and wide of net. That'll be a goal kick there for Kathy Prescott. Low kick there. Bit of a misplay. Kovitz tries to block it. Kovitz takes possession, but it's called out of bounds off of her. So that'll be a throw-in for Haverford. Ball head for Selecki. Into the middle for Licata. High ball there. Savez blocks it up, but it's kept in. And Savez will block it away. Lichtenstein makes a move to try to get around Ellenberg. And that ball finally goes up. Doherty now. Towed there from Doherty to try to play ahead for McCoy. Doherty again with it, but she is stripped there. Back ahead, Johnson went down. No call. Kovitz. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Namazi. That'll be a throw in here. Taken by Safter. Coates tried to block it, but that ball got away from her, and Zavez will keep that one out of trouble. Showing off why she's been such an important part of this defensive line. And that ball will go out of bounds at the back there. Called out off of Savez, it looks like. So there'll be a corner kick now. Will be taken by Whitekind. Ball will go back. Doherty trying to chase it down. And cleared up and away by Saldivar and out of bounds off of her clearance. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Licata in the end. So that'll be a goal kick for Schmoys. Kick from her. Foul called as Selecki went over the top of Saldivar. Long ball up the sideline. Attempt was to Melee Johnson. Coates pops it into the air. And a foul called there as Licata went down. So that'll be a free kick there. It'll be taken by Safter. Curling ball in, and Schmoys missed on the save. Looks like it wasn't touched in the box. Appeared to be just off the shot by Katie Safter. We'll wait for confirmation on that. Yes, that was 21. Katie Safter, the defender. And Amy Schmoys with a mistake there, and that'll tie the game up 1-1. Just over a half hour left to play in regulation. Now Swarthmore has secured the third playoff spot, but they'll want to win here in front of the homecoming crowd. Ball goes back to Zaves. Kovitz now with it. To Lichtenstein. McCoy will send it back for Namazi. To Zaves. Chipped up. And a foul called there. Lichtenstein fouled Ellenberg. Looks like a little bit of elbowing. That was the cause for that call. Free kick there. Namazi clears it out of the box. McCoy now with it. Swarthmore on the counter attack. Long ball from her. Cleared all the way back. Namazi. And now left Safter with it. Passes off to Ellenberg. Ellenberg will cut back in towards the middle. Logan with a crossing. And McCoy will get to that one. That ball blocked by Safter. And counterattack here. Doherty. No. Cleared out to the side. Doherty almost had a chance on it. But ball was poked away from her feet and a little bit. She was going too fast to change direction. Kovitz. Lichtenstein goes down holding her leg. McCoy with the move. Shot! High. Hannah Lichtenstein is down. Looks like a leg issue. Seems she's all right, as the training staff is signaled to wait. She's back down now. Back up. It's a right leg issue. She gets off on her own, but hopping. So substitution now is number 14, Sarah Hancock, will come on for the Garnet. Ball from Prescott. Out of bounds called there on Selecki for Haverford. Sarah Hancock with the ball for the Garnet. Hancock to Namazi. Namazi will bring it up, finding room through the middle. McCoy tried to get her head on that pass. Doherty will keep it in at the back. It's cleared up. But McCoy now with it. McCoy looking for Doherty, can't find her. Move there from Johnson, and she is fouled. That'll be a free kick from basically the far top corner of the box. Melly Johnson will take the free kick. Johnson, low ball through, and that is gobbled up by Kathy Prescott. Looks like she will punt back into play, which she does. Johnson blocks it out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in. Substitution now is number 6, Kelly Brown. Comes out. She's actually went to the same high school as a member of the Garnet women's soccer, freshman Luis Rosler, and Kelly Brown attended the same high school, the Columbus Academy in Ohio. Interesting to see former teammates now playing against each other. Rosler hasn't seen any playing time yet, but certainly would make things interesting if she comes out. Throwing now. McCoy tries to take possession, but ball still with Safter. And that ball will go out of bounds at the back off of Haverford. So that'll be a goal kick for Amy Schmoys. Short kick to Zaves. Hancock to Doherty. Into the middle. Johnson will try to get to it, but Brown managed to clear it up. Kern tried to block it back, and Kern gets to it. Certainly a speedy defensive line. Curran, Namazi, Zaves, and at the moment, Kovitz, sometimes Coates, actually usually Coates, have shown off their speed at various points to keep the ball out of harm's way. Ball will go out of bounds there. Thrown from Melly Johnson. McCoy muscled off the ball. That ball will go out of bounds at the side, so that'll be a throw-in. Prescott jumped on that ball. Punt from her is up into the middle. Still bouncing. And Chavez chips it back up. Chavez still with it. And that ball will go out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick for Amy Schmoes. Low ball from Schmoes. Sorry, Schmoes. And that ball out of bounds off of Licata. Kovitz with the long ball. Looks like she wanted Doherty to make a run on it. Johnson will get to that ball. Back for Curran. Now with Kana, Saldivar will come up. Kovitz playing high. And Marin McCoy gets around her mark. She's near the side of the box. And shot, but straight into the hands of Kathy Prescott. Punt there from Prescott. Saldivar. Namazi. Looking for Johnson. Doherty blocks it, and Doherty tries to get to it. That ball will go all the way back into the Swarthmore end. Chavez with it. Chavez passes forward to Saldivar. Saldivar to Kovitz. Hancock tried to play it into space for Kovitz, but couldn't connect with her. Thrown there from Kovitz. Hancock. Hannah Lichtenstein back out onto the field for the Garnet. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Haverford. It'll be a goal kick for Amy Schmoes. Schmoes with the run-up. Goes off of Saldivar and blocked far down. Curran. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Curran. So that'll be a throw-in for Haverford. Ball there off of the head of Lichtenstein, and a foul called on her. She fouled Ellenberg there. And this will be a free kick taken by Abby Letts for Haverford. Off the head of Safter there. Safter tried to volley it in. And ball is sent back Katie Doherty almost got her foot on that one. Would have had a wide open shot practically. Lichtenstein tried to pass it back to Kovitz, but couldn't connect with her. This will be a throw in here taken by Whitekind. And Zavez tries to clear it up. Namazi up ahead. Ball with Kelly Brown. Goes back all the way to Namazi. Brown tried to make a run on it, but Kern now with it. Kern ahead for McCoy. And McCoy goes down. Foul call. As I've said at various points, it's been a chippy game, very physical. Two obviously rival squads. Doherty with a move to get it to McCoy. McCoy making a run. Hancock shot! Goal! Swarthmore! That's Sarah Hancock off of the pass from Marin McCoy. Hancock's fourth, I believe, of the season. And Swarthmore retakes the lead. 2-1 with just under 20 minutes left in this game. Great ball movement there. McCoy going in alone. She had the presence of mind to pass it off instead of taking the shot for herself, and Hancock had a wide open shot.
Number 10, Claire O'Brien. Number 16, Brittany Wiederhold. And number 24, Izzy Bronco Lowe.
A lot of substitutions now as Swarthmore will bring in some of their reserves as Claire O'Brien, Brittany Wiederhold, and Izzy Bronco Lowe all come on to replace the striker trio of Doherty, McCoy, and Johnson. Great defense there from Namazi. And that ball goes out of bounds. So we'll have a throw in here for SWAT, but goes back to Haverford before being volleyed back up. Lichtenstein. Tries to find Wiederhold right at the sideline, but she is not able to get control of that one. Schmoys will come forward to grab that one up. Schmoys with the punt, high ball. Kovitz tries to get to it, off the head of Wiederhold. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in there from Kovitz to Lichtenstein. Bronco Lowe tries to block it, but that ball cleared down. Ball kept in at the sideline by West. And cleared all the way back up by Letts and out of bounds off of Swarthmore. Thrown there from Whitekind. Kovitz. And Schmoys will wrap that one up. Ball with Hancock near midfield. She'll drop back and passes it up line to O'Brien. O'Brien loses possession, but that'll go back to Zaves. Passes to Liechtenstein. Saldivar to Kovitz. Wiederhold. Kovitz now gets possession. Kovitz with a cross in. And O'Brien goes down in the box, but no call. Liechtenstein tries to play it through the box. Ball goes all the way back to Nanamazi, but Ludwig gets around her. Good to see Ludwig back on the field. Couple substitutions now for Haverford. Thrown from Haverford. Ball will go out of bounds at the back off of Haverford, so that'll be a goal kick for Amy Schmoes. Schmoes with the kick. Run there by Grace Mathis. That'll go out of bounds at the side. Haverford throwing. And that'll be a corner kick for Haverford. They'll try to tie it up here. Curled in and headed away by Hannah Liechtenstein. Bronco low, almost with the chance at a breakaway there. And that ball will go out of bounds off of Haverford. So that'll be a throw-in for SWAT. Thrown there from O'Brien to Bronco low. Ball out of bounds. And Curran will take the throw-in now. Liechtenstein. And Namazi will let that one roll out of bounds. So that'll be a throw-in for the Garnet. Curran will take it. Bronco low. Cleared back to Greisman. Wiederhold almost gets to it. She would have had a chance at a breakaway. Kovitz tries to take it away and then sent out of bounds by Whitekind. Liechtenstein gets it up into the air. Bronco low almost steals it. Long ball up from Kovitz, but off the head of Safter. Ball ahead. Wiederhold will get a shot at it. Goalie out of position. Hancock. Back to Saldivar. Ahead for Kovitz. Kovitz in the corner. Kovitz will look to cross it in. Crosses in. Wiederhold almost connects. And the long shot there, well wide by Sarah Hancock. One of 2 goal scorers for the Garnet. Ball with Namazi. Schmoys will clear back up. And that'll be a free kick for Swarthmore. Penalty called there. Ball out of bounds off of Haverford. Another thrown here for Curran. Hancock tries to get to that one, but instead it goes to Diacunto. Lutwick to West, shot, and straight into the hands of Schmoys. Good job there by her. Punt there. Ball to Wiederhold. Wiederhold with a flick, looking for Claire O'Brien, but that is chipped out of bounds. So that'll be a corner kick for the Garnet.
Entering the game for Haverford, number 3, Mariana Selecki. And for Swarthmore, number 21, Caroline Smile.
High ball into the air. Wiederhold tried to get to it. That'll go out of bounds. Off of Haverford. So that'll be another goal kick here, taken by Hannah Lichtenstein. And that ball will go out of bounds at the side. It'll be a throw in here, taken by Curran. Thrown from Haverford. Curran fighting for it. Kana tries to get to it, but instead it goes to Mathis. Kana back to Saldivar. And Lichtenstein is fouled. So that'll be a free kick taken by Namazi. Kovitz got her head on it. Wiederhold will keep it in at the near side. Wiederhold, good move there, showing off speed, tries to play it through. Kana almost got her foot on it. Wiederhold almost got her head on it there, but cleared away. Swarthmore will have their next game on Saturday, November 5th, on the campus of McDaniel College. It's the location of the Centennial Conference Championships, McDaniel being ranked first in the Centennial Conference in women's soccer this year. That'll be a throw-in for Swarthmore. Sydney Kovitz will take it.
attacking for Swarthmore, number 11, Marin McCoy.
And Marin McCoy comes back out for the Garnet. And free kick awarded. Kovitz with the kick. And ball now with Deckley. And out of bounds off of her kick, so that'll be a throw, and Kovitz will take it again. Kovitz to Hancock. Long ball up the sideline from Kovitz. McCoy almost blocked that kick from Prescott. Ball from Namazi. And cleared out of bounds at the back. That'll be a corner for the Garnet. Mistake there by, guess it was Kelly Brown. Kana will set up right at the goal mouth. And Liechtenstein will take this corner kick. McCoy in the middle of the box, high kick. McCoy will try to get under it. Instead, Namazi. And Hancock blocks it out of bounds at the back. So that'll be a goal kick for Haverford. Deckley will head it out of bounds. Thrown from Kovitz to Liechtenstein. But Deckley will take it away. Kovitz blocks it out of bounds. Ball up the sideline from, I believe it was McCoy. And out of bounds there off the kick from Kathy Prescott. Kovitz will take the throw-in for Swarthmore. Inside 5 minutes to play here. Swarthmore still clinging to that 2-1 lead. And ball goes to McCoy. She goes down in the box, gets back up. And she goes into the corner. And that ball will go out of bounds at the side. Throw in there. And that ball never went back inbounds. Substitution now as number 26, Melly Johnson, comes back out for the Garnet. Claire O'Brien will come out. Perhaps Johnson will be able to score one in this remaining 3:40 to cap off a great career here for the Garnet women's squad. Certainly be heartwarming to see on her senior day. That ball will go out of bounds for a goal kick. Prescott moving quickly here. Goal kick is up. Off the head there of Safter. Deckley. McCoy blocks it, but out of bounds. Ball there off of Haverford now. Perfectly placed header from McCoy, but a little bit. McCoy now with it. Liechtenstein will take it away from her. Kovitz passes ahead to McCoy. McCoy will keep it in near the corner. And she'll let that one creep out of bounds off of Haverford. McCoy to Liechtenstein. That's out of bounds again at the sideline off of Liechtenstein. McCoy. And that time is out of bounds off of Swarthmore. Saldivar will clear it out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in from Haverford. McCoy. And she nailed Safter in the face there. Tried to send that one long. And Curran clears it out. Ball into the box. Waitkind and McCoy clears it way up. At this point, Swarthmore just worried about keeping it out of their end, ideally, with 1 minute left to play here. Call there. Believe it was a handball. Kick off the head of Namazi and back. Low shot in. Schmoys will grab that one up. Deckley tried to make a run on it. And Schmoys will punt this one back into play. Saldivar gets to it, and she will clear back up. Johnson will try to run onto it. Prescott with the clearance. Hancock back up. McCoy, 10 seconds to play. Blocked off of Connon out of bounds. They'll take the quick throw-in. 1-0, and time expires as your Swarthmore College Garnet win 2-1. Great game here. Goals for the Garnet coming off. Well, Marin McCoy having a part in both, scoring from the penalty spot in the first half. And then with a beautiful pass, unselfishly passing it off, I guess that's a word, passing it off to Sarah Hancock, who found the back of the net with that one. Swarthmore is sort of redeeming itself, having started off Garnet weekend with some tough losses, a lot of close games. Lost 1-0 men's soccer, 3-2 in overtime in field hockey, and dropping its volleyball game 3-2. But they've come back strong to win this one, 2-1 over Haverford, and hopefully they'll have the momentum going in to next week's Centennial Conference semifinal game against Johns Hopkins. Thank you for joining us here on the Garnet Sports Network. Have a good night.